Hi folks, I'm Dan from Loyalist Construction and Landscaping Limited, and I'm just about to show you how we do a foundation waterproofing project. We have a house here that's already been excavated, and we're ready to start tarring and putting on the air gap waterproof membrane. Right now the guys are just chalking a line. We got a nice straight edge for our tar and our baton when it goes on there. Nothing worse than a wavy old tar line sticking into the ground. We've already pressure washed it all off, removed the other drainage system, the weeping tile. We'll be installing new weeping tile. There's a gas line we had to come across. And the water line, if you can see it down there. So we had to do some very cautious digging here. And we did 3/4 of the house on this one. This being the problem where the water was coming in. All the way back to the addition of the house here. Backyard. And this was all full of concrete back here. We had to jackhammer all that out and haul it away. Here we have the tar on nice and thick. And this is the secondary waterproofing product that we use. The primary one is the air gap membrane, which is going to go on here shortly. We'll show you. And here we had water entering different places. One was here at the chimney. We had to do some patchwork down the bottom of it. There was a hole, some cracks in it. Also found a crack coming down this chimney all the way down. We're going to caulk that. Along the back we had water coming in where the old oil furnace came in. The fill pipes, there was a couple of holes there. So we filled them up and now tarring over them. And also we found an area at the front that we had to repair. It had a crack. Right here. And again, this is not the primary waterproofing on this job. This is just backup. The whole idea of the air gap waterproof membrane is to allow the wall to breathe, and any water that gets trapped between the membrane and the wall will just drain down to the footing where below the big O, and will be picked up by the drainage system and weeping tile system. I've used this product for several years now, and I've never had a problem with it. shortly we'll start installing it. We also make sure we get a good seal where the wall and the footing meet. Water's going to come in, that's the most likely point of entry right there. Okay, now we are just installing the air gap waterproof membrane. In this particular case, the name brand we're using is Platon, but there is others out there, Delta being one. As you can see, it's got dimples all over the, we call it a board, it's a drainage board, but when it goes up against the house, these dimples provide an airspace to allow the water to breathe and to allow any trapped moisture to drain to the weeping tile system. And here it is being installed right now. And it's being fastened on with these buckles and Tapcons right into the concrete, so it isn't going anywhere. And the great thing about this stuff is if the foundation does move or crack in the future, this stuff will still continue to do its job. It will not affect it. It will bridge any cracks, any voids, anything. So, as you can see, this is one continuous membrane that wraps all the way around the house. They call this a foundation wrap, actually. The next step will be putting in our big O and bringing in a bunch of gravel to backfill up against the house before we do the final backfilling and grading. And we'll hook our drainage system into the existing drainage system of the house where we started and stopped. And there will be a final trim that goes on this to pretty it all up when it's done. I'll show you the final picture. We're doing this job in late October 2013, Kingston, Ontario. Okay, so now as you can see, we have the gravel in our pit here for our drainage system. This is just some added insurance. We've added lots of gravel. What this does is relieve the pressure up against the house, relieves the hydrostatic pressure that can build up if you don't have proper drainage in your house. So yeah, we put ample. I think we brought in 21 yards of gravel for this particular job. And this is clean gravel, 3/4 clean. And very shortly I'm going to get ready to start backfilling. And we have to be careful when we backfill around this gas line that it's supported properly, that it doesn't sag down in the future. So we'll do that too at the time of backfill. And here we have a big O coming out of the existing drainage system for window well drainage. They did have problems with water coming in the window before that particular window due to the grade. So we'll be building a custom window well around that. And then we'll have the drainage pipe with a cap on it. And we'll make it pretty, covered with some gravel in there. And anyways, if any water gets in there, it'll roll right down into the weeping tile system instead of going through the window. Okay.
The temporary support that was holding the pipe closest to the wall near the gas line and the gas meter was just a temporary fix. We have now built a proper support using materials that were pushed in with the mud and the dirt and soil. So well supported all the way along and near the main. Very well supported, 2 cinder blocks and a red brick.
That's what things look like. It's all been backfilled. The soil's been compacted, and the grade has been raised. And we do have window well drainage here. We've also hooked the downspouts up to the big O underground and having it drain out into the ditch out front. And we also hooked up the neighbor's drainage to the same system while we were there to keep him happy. See our final line. Now this grade, we've raised it and compacted, but it's still going to sink a little bit over the winter. And I highly recommend that we come back and sod it or something in the spring. It's up to the client what they want done. We basically just spread grass seed around here for now. But all the concrete, this is a big concrete patio all back in here. It's all been removed. And you get an idea of the line here. Baton. This window doesn't need a window well because it's already above the grade, and as I said, the grade will settle. I repaired a crack in the foundation here. And we successfully backfilled around the gas meter without any mishaps. There's our drainage cookout for the downspouts, which is quite convenient actually. Putting the fence back up. One of the last things we need to do. So, yeah, this is early November, and we're just finishing up a waterproofing project, 2013. Keep in mind this type of work can be done any time of year, especially in the winter. We do them all winter long. Your next waterproofing project in Kingston, Ontario. We'd be happy to give you a free estimate, free quote on it. And we are the only ones in Kingston that offer a full lifetime transferable warranty, good for 25 years. Anything that means if there's any leakage at our work, we'll come back, excavate it, and repair it properly. Call me, Dan Weaver, at Loyalist Construction Landscaping Limited, 613-384-4028 for your free, no obligation price quote and consultation.